This is one of my favorite maps in the whole wide world. Super
There's
classic.
ice down by the water.
Ice down by the water.
Which you can go on.
Which you can go on. And not crack through?
Exactly.
Explain this to me. This does not make sense.
There's ice on the water you can drive on as long as you're careful and it will not break.
Alright, tell me that's not where you're going to go.
That is where I'm going to go. Yes, trust me.
No.
Trust me.
No!
Trust me.
Don't! No! You should go exactly where I always go, which we're not going to disclose because that is the OP position.
No, I'm going left.
Okay, right.
To the
Show
ice.
me. But I tell you what, this ice, all-terrain vehicle, man, can even walk on ice.
Yeah, we're about to blow some kids' minds. We're going to come up behind them and be like, what is this?
You're about to blow my mind right now.
I am. This,
Teach
dude,
me.
it's
Teach me the
so
way.
disgustingly good what I'm about to do, especially with no artillery.
Yeah, I'm very curious, actually. Looks like death. This is some serious, like, pro...
I broke the ice. This tank is too heavy.
Oh, please keep that. Please. Please keep this. This is going to be like your bloopers for this tank. Please.
We are heroes, heroes in the night. Where the breeze will
Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and today we are reviewing the Reward Tier 10 Object 279E.
With your favorite guest, A.K. Fisher of Men.
Yes. So this one you got if you're able to finish the campaign for free. You just need to get 10 out of 12 months, and if you didn't, you get a discount. And hopefully we'll be answering the question for those of you who didn't get this for free, if it's worth the pickup of, I think, the minimum or the maximum you have to pay is 20,000, because I think this is worth 22,000, but you always get at least 10% off because you have to finish at least 1 month anyway.
And if you got for free, you can always just sell it if you don't like it. So please watch this review.
Yeah.
So tell us what you
so
think.
279E, let's quickly get into the gun. With normal things where, we just talk about the stats very briefly, but it's more about how it's experience. I like experience a lot more.
Yeah.
So 258 pen, 440 alpha. This is the same gun that's on the IS-4. Okay. 340 heat pen, HE, not a huge HE damage, 530 for 680. That's the same alpha damage as a 122 with 390 alpha damage, so it doesn't really go up that high. Aiming time of 2.6 isn't terrible. That's kind of
I told you, it's very nice.
It's not bad. It's a unique aim time too.
This gun really makes me think of E75.
Yeah.
E75.
It reminds you, if you like the E75 gun, you might like this. If you don't like the E75 gun, then you're not gonna like this. 0.38 accuracy, which is the same as E75. Turn armor is 330, view range 400, engine power is 850. And in my experience, AK hasn't played in a while. He doesn't realize there's so many mobile heavy tanks in this game. This is not very mobile compared to the newer ones. 14 horsepower per ton. This thing turns like a boat. Holy Toledo! You thought the IS-7 turned slowly. This thing turns even slower.
Well, you have 4 tracks to turn. So,
yeah. 5 degrees of gun depression, 15 elevation, and the ammo rack is everywhere except the very, very front and front left. So if you angle like this, you might not get hit in the ammo rack. If you angle like this, you'll get hit in the ammo rack. If you hit in the side, you'll get hit in the ammo rack.
Yep.
You hit in the back of the turret, you'll hit in the ammo rack. You hit in this side, you hit in the ammo rack. If you hit in the back,
and you see this thing get ammo racked all the time.
All the time. My goodness, does it. And your crew is actually really safe. They're all in the turret, minus the driver. The driver's in the very front, which is the thickest part of the hull. So you don't lose him much either. And then the armor. My least favorite part about the tank is the armor. The side is really bad.
It is.
It is angle horrible. Like this, you start going through. These cheek plates right here, you can kind of go through. So they angle like this, you can pen that.
If you hit them flush,
and same thing, you can pen that still. And then the armor just goes down. It's really interesting. As it goes down, it gets higher. So the higher up is almost better. At the same time, shooting lower, you have better angles. So it's weird like that. Yeah. And you
never shoot for the lower plate.
Yeah,
or
look,
try
260
it.
there.
It has no lower
plate. The turret is almost impenetrable. The cupolas are really good. Yeah. You can pen them with premium rounds. Like, look how small that is.
Yeah.
Like, I think that top part is not actually a hitbox. Like, you'll just damage objects. You have to hit the lower part.
Yep.
And look how small that is, and it's still
Yeah.
220 thick
And
and
there's some
angled
sort of
like
bump
that.
in the way of it, too.
Yeah. So that's really hard to hit, but you can still hit it and pen it. It's happened to me.
Yeah. Unless you're a chieftain, yeah. Then you can hit it every time.
Every time. But yeah, so what I don't like about this thing's armor profile is the fact that if you're a tier 8, you have no hope. And if you angle like this, you get penned. You almost want to just fight the enemy like this. Completely straight on, just like an IS-7.
It's actually probably more effective than
when you
IS-7
go around
straight on.
When you go around a corner, you don't want to side script around it like
No.
your top because of your cheeks poke out, your hull cheeks. You kind of want to just poke out with your drive wheel, kind of like this, and they'll shoot your tracks. And
you see, from this position, if you can ever even graze that engine deck, the engine deck is so easy just to overmatch. It's huge. It's
30
gigantic.
millimeters, so 91 millimeters or higher. Tier 8s can overmatch this.
And it's kind of a lower profile heavy tank, I feel. I feel like, perhaps,
It's pretty tall.
yeah. But even if you have like a little bit of a hill, so easy just to
Yeah, like if
smack
you
down.
face hug this and you're taller than it, like you're an E100 or you're Super Conqueror, you can shoot next to the turret, underneath the turret. Like you see how the upper hull is kind of around the turret. Yeah, you can shoot that and overmatch it. Same with like a Tiger 2 if you have to. Like, oh, he's face hugging me, I have no hope. You're tall, you have gun depression, you can shoot it in the engine deck. And the roof is 50, so you can overmatch that with 52s.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, that's enough talking about the tank in the garage.
Let's do some games.
Experience is the best teacher.
Yes, it is.
So as always, guys, we're going to start these reviews with a good game, an ace tank, or, a way to demonstrate the tank. We can talk about this after the fact. This is what I like to do. 279E, we're on South Coast Rain. Here we are. And this is going to be an ace tank. We're going to shoot plenty of premium rounds. And then that's my take on this tank right now. It's a no-skill tank. And something like, oh, yes, it does. You see, Unicums do better in this than regular players. Yeah, it's a no-skill tank, not a no-knowledge tank. There's a difference between skill and knowledge. A knowledgeable player can make any tank work well. Okay, just because they know where they need to go, they know who they need to shoot. But this tank, as long as you have your armor to the front, there's nothing more you can do. Yeah, there's no angling, there's no trying to, get them to shoot your side armor, none of that. You just point your armor to the front and hope they don't load gold. And then there's knowledge part, like knowing where you can go to get hull down. Like here, I knew I could go here to get hull down, which is why I came here. See, there's a difference between knowledge and skill. So I just want to get that out there. And this tank reminds me so much of the Japanese heavy tanks, because those are no-skill tanks. You point your armor to the front, and you shoot people with HE. That's how you play them. This one, you point your armor to the front, and you hope they don't shoot you with heat. And if they do shoot you with heat, you shoot them back. And there's an ammo rack into that tank. They get ammo racked constantly. And for the majority of this game, we are going to just sit here. Hold on. And we're going to get penned in the cupolas, get penned in the turret roof, so on and so forth. Shoot premium at them, they shoot premium at us. It's just the way of the game. And I'm going to dub this as my unofficial tank review. And you're wondering, what on earth, an unofficial tank review? But why? The reason being is because right now these tanks are everywhere and everybody's shooting premium. Tier 10 right now is not fun. To say the least, it's not very fun right now. So I'm not going to count this as my official review. This is just a review because people want one out there. So here you go. Here's a review. It's not my official one. I'm going to do another one in 2 weeks' time, maybe a month's time, maybe 2 months' time, when this tank has died down, when people have stopped spamming premium, all this other stuff. Though that day may never come. But I still want to do this when there's not as many of them. Like in this game, there were 5 on each team, or were there 6? I forget. So yeah, there's a lot of them in this game right now. And there are 13 heavy tanks, tier 10 heavy tanks on each team, and 1 tier 8 light tank on each team. How weird is that? Hello, Waffle. Put a shout into him. And yeah, this spot right here is really good if there's no artillery. You can farm. And I thought to myself, if I'm going to have a 10,000 damage game, it's going to be this map right now. The enemy team is going to all just line up in front of me, and I have to just keep shooting them. And I could do 10k. Now, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to do 10,000 damage. Sorry, spoilers. In fact, we're going to have, I think, at this point in the game where it's kind of gets slow, and we stop finding shots on people for a little while. But then it picks up again. Like this guy. Ready? That's such a slim shot. Do we go for it? Yeah, we do. We go for it. We miss. He's going to aim up. I'm just going to let him shoot me, honestly, in the turret. I know I have some cupolas, but they're so small. I kind of want to just give him the opportunity to try. And I did, and he misses. Unfortunately for himself there. But, it is what it is. And that IS-4 is still there. Now that IS-4 where he is should be getting, you know, destroyed, shredded, killed right now, but he's not. And the reason he should be getting killed is because normally you have tank destroyers camping in your base, and when you have tank destroyers camping in your base, you can they cover you. They shoot people up on that hill, but we don't, which is perfectly fine, honestly, because, you know, we're gonna win this game because my whole team is playing the game. We're aiming for his weak spot. It's his cheeks. It doesn't work. I get told, you know, people keep telling me, like, I was playing this in the stream yesterday, they're like, oh, if you just shoot it in the cheek of the hull, you'll penetrate it. Yes, if he's angled at all. If he's not angled at all, you're not going to. And then people said you can shoot right underneath the turret on the upper part of the hull. You can go through that. If you're above him, yes, you can. If you're on level ground, you're going to have to get an extremely high roll. It's about 280 to 290 millimeters of effective armor, so you can go through if you roll high enough. But yet again, if you're tier 8 or tier 9, you're probably not going to. If you're tier 10, you have like a 30% chance of going through. And as you can see, we keep getting penned by this IS-4. He keeps shooting us in our roof, but that's because he's above us. And we're just loading premium rounds, and we're just going straight through this Object 279E. There's really nothing he can do. He has no say in this matter. But we do bounce that one. We kind of hit him closer to the right side. Well, his left side while it was angled out, so that's why we kind of bounced off of him there. But he's not going to get that lucky anymore. Of course, it wasn't really luck. It was me just not aiming well. I tried to lead that guy because I saw him moving. He wasn't actually moving. He was standing still, and we're going to see that again in a second. And we're going to keep the heat rounds loaded. And I know you guys, a lot of you guys hate heat rounds, and I understand that. But literally, did you see that 279E when he fired? It's heat. I would say 10% of the rounds being fired right now are standard rounds at tier 10. Like, not even a joke. Every 279E is shooting premium rounds. Every single one. And you cannot blame them. Almost everyone at tier 10 is shooting premium rounds, and you cannot blame them. Like, what are you supposed to do to a 279E that's fighting you from the front? Almost nothing. Almost nothing. And unless he starts angling. As soon as he starts angling, you start going through, like right there. You can kind of go through the cheeks, and I think our live gameplays are going to demonstrate that a little bit. We don't spam as much premium in our live gameplays, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe we do. I'll put another replay in here, guys, where we shoot standard. Yeah, I will. I'll throw another replay in here where we're fighting 279Es with standard. And so you can see us shooting them with standard rounds in their weak spots, because they do have them. Trust me, they have weak spots. So I'll throw another one in here. So this is going to be a little bit of a long video, but hey, you know what? Watch what you can if you'd like. We put a heat shot straight into him. IS-4 is not paying attention to us. And return shot from the 279E bounces off with heat. Yeah, heat rounds are bouncing off us. And we still have heat loaded. We're going to put a shot into him. There we go. Put it in and pull back. Anyone to fire at us? Yes, they do. They miss. And now the E100 is a one-shot. And we're going to pull back, get hull down again to our normal position. Nice, easy side shot. Misses. Well, we hit, but it bounces. We switch back to our AP rounds, standard AP rounds. And hopefully we'll put some side shots into maybe this 705A, maybe this IS-4. Can we reload in time? We cannot. He gets underneath our gun, and we can no longer depress it with our 5 degrees of 5 degrees on a fairly tall Russian heavy tank. It's not super tall compared to other tanks, but for a Russian tank, this is a very tall tank with 5 degrees, so it's very, very awkward, I find, a lot of the times when you're trying to get your gun down. Now we have this guy, and we're going to try to put a shell into him on the move. That's not quite a pennable shot, so I'm just going to roll up on him and try to ram him to death here. And we knock him down to 1 hit point. But he angles, we know where to pen him with standard, and so we do. And he goes down there with that shot. Now there's just a graveyard of tanks down here. We're still alive. We have the back of this guy now because he's facing tanks to his front. And I didn't realize actually how close this game kind of was at this point in the game. If they score 2 kills, you know, it's tied back up, and I'm low on health. We've got other tanks low on health. So if the enemy team was able to band together and focus out a target here, they could have brought this game back, but they don't, unfortunately. We have them in a crossfire, getting hit from multiple angles, and because of that, we're going to win this one. I'm in one shot for this guy, so I've decided I'm going to pull back. He's shooting heat, I'm shooting AP. It's not really something I want to engage with right there, is a fight versus him. AP round, side, now we go into his tracks. He started to drive forwards, then he started to drive backwards, so we aim behind him, then he started to drive forwards again, and unfortunately, we donked the shell there because of his maneuverability, I guess, maneuvering tactics. But that one on the move pretty much goes in, just what the tank does. And here comes the Object 279E. We've loaded up our heat shell because I knew he was going to shoot it at me, so I've loaded it as well. and he's going to fire a shell into us and bounce off. We put a shell into his ammo rack for a second time this game. The first shell we fired this game was into the same 279E, and we did ammo rack him, and another one goes in, and he gets ammo racked there. It is very common for this tank to get ammo racked. It gets hit in the side, it gets ammo racked, I feel, more times than not. It's insane how much this thing gets ammo racked. It gets ammo racked constantly. Anytime you have a chance to shoot this thing in the side, do it. You're gonna see some ammo racks. You're gonna see some fires light up, and you're gonna get some good results there. 6,700 damage, 2,500 damage blocked. Ace tanker, 17,000 credits lost. We spent, I think, 87,000 credits on ammunition this game. Yeah, it's an expensive tank to play right now. Tier 10 in general is expensive to play right now, just because of all of these tanks. Now we're gonna look at one more example of me fighting some 279Es with standard rounds, and then we're gonna jump into some live gameplay. So this is my first game of the day right here, what we're going to watch, and it's not a great game, but the engagement was perfect to demonstrate the tank. As you can see, we're not side-scraping, we're just giving him our very, very front, and we're aiming at his weak spot there, because if you're angled at all, you can go through it. And both these guys, the Kronvong, who we do not see yet, there he is, there's the Kronvong, and the 279E, both hit me in my tracks. And this is how you want to go around corners in this tank, because there is no drive wheel you can penetrate. And then there we go, put one into his side armor, because he was angled. It's so weak because it's not spaced armor. It's sloped armor, but it's not spaced, and you can go straight in. We're going to put another one into his weak spot right there. Yes, we are, and we ammo rack him. These tanks are really, really easy to deal with if they angle their tanks at all. And we're going to put another one in right there, and we bounce off. Unfortunately, maybe we could have aimed a little lower, a little more to the left. Who knows? Doesn't matter. We penned that shot pretty much twice already, so I figured we'd go through again, and we don't. It is what it is. We probably roll a little low on the penetration, but that's fine. But now you see how to kill these tanks with standard. Now, if they're facing you directly, or they're angling like how I am, so you can't actually see the cheek, because right here, they can't see my cheek. With this rock, they can't see my cheek. How do you deal with them? You really can't. You need premium rounds, and if they're angled around a corner like this, you're going to be shooting them angled outward, and so it's going to exponentially increase your armor, or their armor. And they're gonna be really, really hard to penetrate, and you're gonna struggle. You're going to struggle. It's 100% guaranteed. And there you go. He gets ammo wrecked. 2,000 damage or whatever it was, just dead, gone. That's another tank ammo wrecked in this game. It's insane. It's insane how much these things get ammo wrecked. But that's pretty much the engagement. I'm gonna show us go after the machine as well, because you're gonna see kind of the slow turning abilities of this tank. This was my first game of the day. I didn't realize how slow this was. I thought for sure I'm just going to go after this machine. I'm going to face him, and there's nothing he's going to be able to do. I was completely wrong. We don't die, but I'm still going to show it. I want to make sure you guys see everything. There we go. He's fired one. He's fired two. So he's got two more left. I'm like, yeah, there we go. He can't kill me with this magazine. Let's go after him. We're going to try to get our gun on him there. But there we go. We put it into him. That's his third, and that's his fourth. He's reloading. And then watch my turning ability. This is me turning right now. That's me turning. That was me turning. And now I can't. And over the back, I can't quite get my gun down. I try to shoot his drive wheel, but then he angles the other way. And I misplay it really bad there. But then, you know, I recompose myself. I'm like, no, we just got to get our armor around, and we're fine. It's a machine. Machines are really easy to deal with. We put ourselves in a position where if he continues to drive around me, my team can shoot him. And so because of that, he's forced to start backing up. And so we can keep up with him. And that's something you guys can do, is use your teammates. I say this a million times. Use your teammates. We were in a position where he was going to circle us, so I kind of backed up a little and put ourselves in a position where if he continued to drive forward, my team was going to be able to shoot him. And so we kind of prevented that from happening. Anyway, let's jump into some live replays. The first one is going to be AK Fishermen, and then the second one will be me, and we'll wrap up and call this a review. Well, here we are. Thiepval Ridge. You just seen two exciting games.
Yes.
Maybe.
And hopefully this one will also be a very exciting game.
So this first game we're going to watch, guys, is this first live game AK Fishermen is playing. Is playing, so.
Yes. The object
279, everyone.
Everyone. Rated
Everywhere.
E for everyone.
The most communist tank in the game.
Yeah. You know, I've been having a lot of fun with this tank today, you know. I understand that, you know, just press A and you pen it, but if they don't do that, it's actually very interesting way to play.
It's a very, doesn't require skill.
Yeah.
Point your armor to the front and hope they don't press A. There you go.
Where do you think would be a good place for me to go today?
To the right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, top tier, easy game.
No, already.
Yeah, and as you can see, the player count is really going down as far as everyone playing this tank.
Because they realize it's not very good.
Yeah, I think they all had their fun yesterday, and they realized that they appreciate 4.6 million.
4.12?
4.2
Oh, 4.6 million. Oh, yeah.
credits.
Yeah, yeah.
To still.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the update. 4.12.
Oh, no.
I mean, as soon as somebody says 4 point,
Yeah.
I mean 4, I immediately think
Yeah.
0.12.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's on my mind.
Yes.
And proof that that 4.12 is definitely broken is, I was talking about in some of the streams how OP AK Fisherman's RNG is, and it hasn't been working lately.
No.
We went to play D&D yesterday, and he kept rolling 20s. So that's proof right there that 4.12 is broken.
4.12.
He found 2 very rare books in
Yeah.
a place where there was nothing.
Nope. I love it. I kept on going to the pond, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep on searching this pond. And the guy's like,
There's
Are
nothing
you
in
sure?
here.
Do you want to do that? And I roll 20. Okay, I guess I have to give you something now. I searched that thing like 5 times.
I know. Wasted our time.
Y'all are having fun killing all the enemies up there, and nah. If there was a class that was like the looter, or the pond investigator.
Pond investigator? I don't know, maybe a rogue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, rogue. Is there a rogue in D&D?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that'd be fun. So this guy pulled up really far ahead, so I'm afraid that he.
Well, if you go all the way to where that heavy tank is, you can be hauled down there.
Alright.
It's really good for a tank like this.
Excellent. That sounds like where I want to be.
Yeah. Yeah, you just ride past him and then you go.
Now,
Just don't do what you did.
the enemy team is being hyper aggressive. I feel as crossing the field.
Oh, that's fine. You should be fine here, dude.
Yeah, I don't have very many fears, especially since there's an
look how
artillery.
held down you are. You can just push up where you need to be.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Spawning some tanks. Hopefully no one gets a side shot on my turret, and they're all okay. See, that's exactly what I was hoping would not happen, but it's okay. It's okay.
Well, if you had a team who
Fine.
figure out how to use their
Right.
directional
This guy's
joysticks.
probably gonna do this again, so I'm gonna.
He thinks he's so
counter
clever.
him.
He's very easy to counter where he is, but our team just doesn't want to. It doesn't seem like.
Right.
Because the
People
position
already-
he's in, if you even have one guy on the hill,
I'm
on your
gonna-
left, it's just an easy. He's literally an easy
Yep. Okay.
knockout.
And I'm gonna be focusing for this light tank. Okay. Well,
You can't aim.
I'm sorry, my friends. Back in my day, that would have gone in easy.
Back in your day, the game would have just decided to hit for you.
Yes, exactly. That's how it works. Alright, so I want to shoot that Conqueror again, but I gotta be really careful. This guy is still really looking me down.
It's like I can tell you how you can counter him.
Maybe I can hit the Conqueror from here.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Okay, GG, no re.
Don't you love this update?
Yeah, it's great.
It's good stuff.
I really appreciate how the Conqueror is assigned just to throw away his entire life. Just running down the middle. There we go.
Hey! Hey!
And this guy wants to say hi to me.
Hey! He missed.
Yes, he did. If no one else wants to kill this Conqueror, I love farming points.
Well, you know what they say: a tank with that much armor is OP.
Right? And I'm going to try to uncle my turret. And thankfully,
it's heat.
he just bounced off me anyways.
You can probably go far on the outside facing him, like continue that way, but keep your turret towards him, and you'll be held down on
That's what I
him
was
now.
thinking, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Because
Yeah.
the tank destroyed isn't going to pin you.
He's not even going to come out to play.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Actually, I might try to pick out this guy real quick. Get my gun down. Ow.
Well,
Okay.
perhaps if
Well, I've
you
decided that I would like to load heat, and maybe just
if
go-
you stayed on the the path,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you knew this thing
Yeah.
about the physics.
pass, yeah,
Um,
they're great.
Well, yeah, if you stayed on the path, and not shoot that guy in the melee, you can
Well,
keep your gun level.
Ooh, wow! I'm actually very surprised at how much this team is not being punished.
Like seriously, how is that? There you go. He's on fire.
Yeah.
But he's still staring at you.
Okay.
What?
I've decided. What would you say? I didn't aim that, or would you say the game decided not to?
No, you shot him right in the melee.
Okay. No, I didn't hit him at all.
No, it hit him. It hit his gun technically.
You think so?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He flickered. There you go. Now go kill that guy.
Yes.
He penned you. Can't let him get away with
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
2790. Everyone? Broadside on? This is almost an Amarak waiting to happen. I don't know why you didn't shoot him in the side!
Well, it's complicated. I saw the side and I was like,
Like, look at that. Look at that angling. That's just an ammo rack waiting to happen, my dude.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
Lead him. Okay. I'll allow it, I guess.
You will allow it, actually. because I wanted it to win.
Wow, that was a good shot.
Thank you.
No, by him.
Oh. I really blame 4.12 for that shot, honestly. I'm sorry for wasting all your heat rounds.
This is costing me money.
Yep. And this guy wants to say hi to me again. Hello. You want to stay out
He has
there?
no hope. He's got 198, so I'm not even sure what he can do to you from the front.
There we go. Heat rounds for the win, boys. Alright, so now that this guy is dead, I'm just going to murder this guy slowly. Or quickly.
Nope, slowly.
Ooh, okay, so we have some enemy fire coming from that direction. Good to know, good to know. I'm going to keep my whole face towards him. That was a tiny hit.
Tiny hit. You gotta make a decision. Either
So
shoot him in the
one.
side or shoot him in the front, not in between.
That is tracks, okay? So
No.
either way, yeah, I tracked him.
This is why I'm here. To judge you. There you
There
go.
we go.
See?
Heat for the win, boys. The prime example of why this tank is very dangerous up until someone presses heat round. Or, hey, how's APCR do against this tank? Like premium round?
APCR won't do as well as heat,
No.
but it'll still depends on the penetration. It'll still do fine. Like the Agpanzer V100 is just an anti.
You know, I
This
actually
thing.
do appreciate the accuracy on this thing. It seems like it goes in where I want it to go most of the time.
It's like 0.38 or 0.36. Yeah, 0.38, which is it's like the same as E75.
Yeah,
which
and the
isn't
E75 is great.
Yeah.
I love the E75. Usually. Sometimes the E75 goes whew! But, you know, that's just all the game now.
Side turret, I think, is the best choice there.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, it hit his roof. It's not your fault. There you go. That hit the side
Easy.
turret. Which I'm sure is what you were going for there, yeah?
Yes, I was actually.
Okay, okay.
Easy. Oh,
Hey, you hit.
thank you.
An update 4.12.
So who just fired at me?
That was a waffle.
Okay, that was the waffle. I thought so. Now, the Death Star scares me because he doesn't care.
I was these. We're good.
Alright, I'd like to take out that heavy tank, but first I'm going to try
Oh, yeah,
pushing
that-
my team, take out these tank destroyers up on the hill. Easy game.
See, like this tank, we were talking earlier, this tank has hit more shots on the move for me
Yeah.
than my FE215B since update 4.12.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And, you know, this tank's mobility isn't the worst.
It's-
I think
it's
4
not
tracks really helps it.
Until you have to turn. Holy
Yes.
mackerel. So it's like an IS-7, except slow.
Yeah.
IS-7 goes 60, this goes 30.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. So, what were you saying about it being mobile?
Yeah. Well, it's not, like, sluggish. For being so heavily
Dude,
armored,
I have off-road driving and the clutch braking on this too.
that might be what it is, too.
Yeah.
No, I'm very
You're-
scared of this tank destroyer.
Other than
namely
food,
the Death Star.
you can't get this any more mobile than it is now.
I like it when the tank destroyer chooses not to look at me, even though I'm clearly the only one spotted for him. It's fine. It's fine.
What's that TD? Is
So
that the
I'm
waffle, or
actually
is that
going
a
to
different
ignore
one?
the Death Star for now and ram this guy. Now, the Death Star is coming my direction. I can see that.
I don't know if you want to leave this high ground you currently have.
I agree.
If you zoom in, I have to give shots.
Okay, I thought that was a...
That was him?
Yeah,
What you thought?
that rock was him. It was not.
Hide your hull. It's your only hope.
Okay,
Death
hello?
Star
Hello?
is your only hope.
Okay, I'm going to continue to look at this guy. And try to hit him right there. Nope.
Death Star bounced! Oh, he didn't.
Okay. Well, I
That's a long
decided
shot
that
now.
I want to kill the Death Star instead.
Watch out, the other heavy tank has shots on you too.
Okay.
Roll back. Let him ram you. Let him ram you.
Ooh, I'm decided to run
Just remember, the Agpanzer has a fast reload.
faster. There we go. And out of cover.
Or in cover.
Alright, Death Star wants to die. Come here, Death Star.
He might have hesh loaded this time. I doubt it, but he might. Don't bounce this.
Should I fire HE?
No, you can pen him straight through the top. There you go.
Easy game, no re.
And now it is just a baby. Oh, he's dead. IS-7? Oh.
Now someone is capturing our base.
Yeah, we captured theirs though.
Okay.
We win. GG.
GG. Oh, where is this guy? He's over
There he
here.
is. It's all over.
GG.
Not bad. I'll allow it.
Yeah. I'd say for a live game, that was pretty well executed. What would you say could have been done better that game?
Instead of going up on the ridge every time you wanted to shoot somebody, so you can get your gun down,
Yeah.
you should have just stayed below the ridge and gone
On
further
the
away
path.
because
Yeah.
you were tall enough to shoot over.
Yeah. Especially when I was trying to fight the T10.
Yeah. If you kept your front to the Conqueror and the other tank, and had your gun pointed the other way, those guys weren't. They were the tank destroyer did not have enough to go through your side turret, nor did the Conqueror. The Conqueror was stock. So if you did that, you would have had side shots on the 257 or 279, whatever the heck it's called, and he'd only have your turret to shoot at.
I agree.
But yeah, other than that was fine. What did you get? Did you ace it?
Mastery.
Wow.
Yep. So easy game, no worry, and great live round, I would say.
Yeah, my turn. Ravaged Capital, and it's my turn.
We're back again.
Hello, hello.
This is Clone Guy.
And this is AK Fisher Man.
Excellent.
Wow, that's a lot of King Tigers. Stinks to be you guys.
Yikes. All right, so
And a VK and a
where are we gonna
Crisis
go in
Tank.
this?
Oh boy, oh
I was
boy.
thinking
I'm on
the
left.
K line. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. You
Yeah.
So many
You
places
got that
to hold
bridge,
out.
and
So
you-
many Tigers to fight.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to fight the Type 5. I'm gonna press that A button. Twice. No.
Oh, if you see an object, just press the A button.
Just press the A button.
Easy.
Easy.
Yes, unless you're a Clone Guy,
Then hard.
then it's still very hard to penetrate. But
Very hard.
it's okay. You know, your shots seem to not want to penetrate, and my shots seem to not want to be aimed correctly by me. So you know,
You've always been a bad shot.
it kind of.
I-
Whoa!
You're a terrible
Whoa,
shot.
listen.
But your shells just somehow
Yeah, they
hit.
still hit. Yeah. I decided to change the RNG.
Like I thought I was a bad shot, and so did my stream. But man.
Woo! It's okay. You know, you just got you miss every shot you don't take. You know.
You know, this is a perfect example of why this tank is so stupid. It's because we're about to probably fight some 8s, and what are they going to do?
Nothing. But don't call it too quickly. The last 2 games we called too quickly, you got 15-3'd. Not on your side. So, ooh. You know, I appreciate the E75 tried, but there was nothing he could do. What is he gonna do?
No, he's stocked too.
Oh well, that's unfortunate for him as well.
Come on, do it again. I dare you.
He's brave. He's brave. He's very brave. You have a. Is that a medium tank? Yeah, there we go.
Oh my goodness, it's a scary looking tank right there.
Yep. Okay,
Missed him.
yeah,
I'm loading heat, by the way, for the Type.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see that. Yeah, just get him out of the way. Get him out of the game. I believe we can just shoot him now. He's pretty out there. All right. All right.
Alrighty then.
You know,
He's a good player.
RBLT, easy game. All right. This Foch 155 is.
That's
You know, I'm
such an awkward.
I'm seeing a surprising number of Foch 155s recently. You know, they've really made a resurgence.
Oh no, it's a Tiger 2! We gotta get out of here! Run! Retreat!
All right, Type 5 Heavy, here he comes, and
Amarak is right there.
heat round.
Heat! This is why I loaded it, buddy.
Sizzle, sizzle.
I've shot 2 tanks with heat rounds. I did not need it.
Nope.
For. Hey, shoot me, I dare you.
You
Amarak.
dare him. He doesn't even want to
There it
shoot you,
is.
man. He already knows. Although, yeah, he's dead.
He's got the derp gun, so, you know.
Yeah. He probably could have hit your top turn armor and gone in.
You know, he's shooting HE.
Oh, yeah, with HE. Well, it still would hurt if you hit your top armor quite a bit.
Yeah. Alright, time to shoot a Tiger 2 with heat.
That sounds like fun.
I can't get my gun down, never mind.
He's gone. You're just gonna, yeah. Your team will be fine. They'll be fine. Tiger 2, though, with heat.
Amarak is front. Alright,
Very
cool.
good, very good. Now, teammate is gonna hopefully, yep, there we go. Easy game.
Yeah, so I decided to shoot him there, and I specifically aimed for his Amarak by shooting him through the front plate.
Ooh, VK, very nice, very nice.
I gotta get back to base. We might not be able to because of that guy, but I gotta keep going.
Yep, just keep driving. Take it. King Tiger decided to say hi to you. You decided to bounce off him.
I
No
did.
heat. Yeah. See, you're not playing this tank right if you're not firing heat constantly. You know. Oh, tracked. No. All right. Yeah. He regrets his life. Now your base is no longer being captured, so maybe you can find a hold down position here
Here we
and
go, Conway.
not have to worry about.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go. If I go over here, I can retreat to the base if I need to.
Now the VK looks really delicious right now. Okay. So I don't know how that bounced.
I hit him. I penned him. Somebody else hit him at the same time.
Oh,
The color
okay.
changed.
Okay.
It's a bug.
Gotcha.
I have a side, so I'm gonna hit him in the Amarak here real quick by aiming.
Very nice. No ammo.
Oh, he bounces off me with his heat round.
Ooh. Some ramming damage, easy. Oh, yep, just aim for
I
the
can't get my
side.
gun quite down. There we go, now I can.
Yep. And keep your front hole, very nice, very nice. Now the traverse speed on this tank is horde, so it's gonna be
Turn
very
your hull, bud.
difficult for him to be able to do that. Alright, hey, you know, you got the side of his cheeks, which you can penetrate if you get to hit them flush on.
Really, I just did that, so.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure that. No.
No.
Come on, team, attack!
We're educating the populace.
Attack like tank. Let's get some more damage. Let's have some fun this game. Don't cap kill all. Don't kill cap all. There's a no kill cap all. Kind of, you know, players.
Mm.
One more shot. One more high roll. Break
Maybe.
5k.
That'd be nice.
Poke, poke, poke. No,
Mhm.
he's not going to. He jumped off! Woo! They both jumped off! Woo! I don't know. I'm still not gonna make it.
Is there something to jump off of over here?
No, he jumped off the base.
Oh, got you.
Mine!
Hey!
Woo!
That was a pro gamer move right there. boys.
I almost feel like this game didn't show anything off.
No,
I
I don't think so either. But, you know, whatever.
Should we use it though? I mean, at least it showed the tank.
I
at
mean,
least.
the other games have been depressing up until now.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, this one showed the tank driving around and not caring about what, you know, the tier 8s.
Yeah.
And that's what it does. Like, we fought 10s, we
Yeah.
fought 9s, we've fought 8s. So yeah, I guess that's a, you know, that says something at least. But like, final consensus. Yeah.
It's a good tank.
Yeah, but is it good for the game though?
Is it good for the game? I mean,
No.
well,
No.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll give my opinion first, and then you
Yeah.
know you can hear me out.
right.
It does. The thing about this tank that I have such an issue with is the fact that if you're shooting standard, you almost have no hope. You have to load premium rounds if they know to, you know, just face you frontally. And if you are a tier 8, there really is no hope.
Oh, you going up against this tank?
Well, no, I'm just if this tank is good in general and good for the game. I think
okay.
personally, I don't think it's good for the game. And it's pretty. I was kind of bored playing it. Like I like the IS-7 more and the IS-4 more.
Yeah.
But okay, your turn.
Well, you see, it's for its armor in the front, it's fairly maneuverable, and the gun is actually quite accurate, surprisingly. And the heat rounds don't lie; they're able to penetrate its own tank and other tanks quite easily. Unfortunately, like Clone Guy mentioned, fighting it as a tier 8, there's very little chance or any kind of skill being able to use against it to kill it. And if at any point, it's also frustrating when you're playing this tank, if anyone can shoot your side or is able to penetrate you from anywhere, because the ammo rack is so easy to penetrate and to explode. So while this tank is very overpowered fighting at tier 8s, I think it's underpowered fighting other tier 10s. And like in this game particularly, I would have much rather have been in an IS-7 or an IS-4 even. You just feel much safer being able to take on people from anywhere but the front, you know? It would have been much more acceptable.
And
But
if it was faster, I could have gotten into the fight so much faster when
Yep.
you know the game got into that halfway point where you had to reposition. I could have
Absolutely.
been in the front. I probably would have been able to break 5k in the
Yeah.
IS-7.
But for a free tank, for most people, you know, it's a nice tier 10.
And should you pick it up with a discount?
It depends.
I don't think I'm gonna be honest. Because I don't think it's good for the game. I say no. I don't think so. Ask yourself when you're playing a tier 8 how much fun you have fighting these things, and then ask yourself if you should buy one. You know,
But if you have a T92 just lying around, you know,
pull it out, load AP, shoot these things,
or a Waffentrigger, Waffentrigger off 100,
just roll around the corner.
yeah.
Go.
It-
Da, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You die.
boom, dead. They can't kill you if they're dead.
It's true. There's something Waffle E100s need to realize, and I don't know why Waffle E100 drivers play so passively. Alright, anyway guys, that's going to be the video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, slap the like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT and GotADingy's YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
Links in the description below. Normal stuff. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with another review. If we can glance and see. And the same kind of thing, we'll both play it. And,
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Alright. Take care, everyone. And peace out.